A big fundraiser that many people, including all of us here at KREX5 News, look forward to every year is right around the corner. It's fun, it's funny, and most of all, it's for a good cause. It's the annual Men in Heels race. It'll take place on September 12th. All of the money raised through donations go towards providing emergency shelter and services to women and children who are victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. This year's KREX team consists of a few brave guys from our station. And here's the kicker. For every $50 our team raises, one member of our team will get his leg waxed on race day. So big congratulations, obviously, to Adrian, Ivan, and Rob, who are the three who are already slated for a pre-race waxing so far. But we do need all of you to continue donating to keep all of our team members nice and smooth for race day. To donate, all you have to do is go to meninheelsrace.org and choose the KREX5 Fox 4 team. Local fire departments are going the extra mile for the community once again with the 65th annual Fill the Boot fundraiser. Firefighters take to the streets every Labor Day weekend as a part of the campaign, and this year their efforts will benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association. All of the money raised during the event will support local families affected by muscular dystrophy in addition to other similar diseases. Those funds will go towards things like helping children and adults with the disease purchase medications, attend summer camps, and have other experiences that they might not have been otherwise able to do. Many firefighters say they find their usual day of work to be plenty rewarding, but this weekend-long event takes it to a whole nother level.
All of us with the fire department, we're born to help people. That's what we want to do, is help people. And unfortunately, with 911 calls, we only get to help people for 20, maybe 30 minutes at the most. And with this is something we can help somebody for their entire lifetime.
Mesa County firefighters say they're thrilled to have just accepted a proclamation that designates August 29th through September 2nd Fill the Boot Days. A new county administrator has officially been named, and the vacancy will be filled in-house by 23-year employee Pete Baer. Baer will replace Frank Whitten in overseeing county departments like the IT department, while also continuing his role as the Public Works Director. Whitten was placed on paid administrative leave in May amid controversy surrounding claims that he laid off members of his IT staff due to their age, and he abruptly resigned 2 months later, effective immediately. Mesa County officials have kept quiet about Whitten and the reasons behind his departure, but the man stepping in to fill the role has been open, at least so far, about his goals in his new position.
Being able to reach out and work with various community partners. Stuff in the Grand Valley here, the way we get things done is to work with various community partners to get common goals and interests moving forward.
Baer will have a 6-month trial period in his new position, and he'll also receive the same $180,000 salary as his predecessor. The Mesa County Sheriff's Office is relocating one of its substations in an effort to improve response times by putting deputies closer to the action. While the agency is responsible for more than 3,000 square miles, 54% of their calls still come from within a 3-mile radius of the Peachtree Shopping Center in Clifton. The department currently has a substation on the north end of Long Family Park, but their new location, which is right in that shopping center, should allow deputies to be in the right place at the right time for more members in our community.
When someone's having an emergency at their house, they expect a cop or to be there as quickly as possible. And by centralizing us in a location that we don't have to turn out onto F Road, we have several different accesses out of that subdivision.
Deputies will have double the workspace at this new location, and moving out of Long Family Park will remove the dangers that come with emergency response vehicles rushing in and out of an area where children and families play. Now, it is important to remember that there's no walk-in service at this new substation, so things like background checks and handgun permits do still need to be taken care of at their main office. Wildlife officials have confirmed a young mountain lion euthanized last week is in fact the same one that attacked an 8-year-old boy outside his rural Colorado home. 2 male juvenile lions were trapped while roaming in the Bailey area and later euthanized, and CPW officials say DNA results show one of those animals matched fur samples taken from the young victim. The mountain lion pounced on the child as he was running outside his home, and it ran away when the boy's father approached. The family says that boy has undergone 2 surgeries so far, and he remains in the hospital. The Video Music Awards exceeded expectations last night. As CBS News' Laura Podesta reports, Taylor Swift got political, Lil Nas X made some jokes, and Missy Elliott went down in history.
Pop darling Taylor Swift opened MTV's Video Music Awards with a rainbow-hued performance featuring LGBTQ dancers. Later, when she won Video of the Year for the same song, You Need to Calm Down, Swift used her acceptance speech to make a statement.
So you voting for this video means that you want a world where we're all treated equally under the law.
Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus picked up a Moon Man for Old Town Road, which is the longest-running #1 song in the history of the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
This is my first award ever.
Other notable moments included a mashup of Missy Elliott's biggest hits.
Watch me.
The 48-year-old Game Changer took home the Video Vanguard Award.
I never thought that I would be standing up here receiving this award, so it means so much to me.
The VMAs took place in New Jersey for the first time. The show closed with artists from the Garden State, including Queen Latifah, Wyclef Jean, and rapper-actor Ice-T. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Ariana Grande, who was named Artist of the Year, and Billie Eilish, who I did not have to just look up her name right now. Don't worry. She won Best New Artist, though. They both did not attend the VMAs, but somebody who was in attendance, one of Megan's favorite, it's becoming one of our favorites here on the mornings, Lizzo. Megan, you gotta talk about this one.
Oh my gosh, Lizzo, if you haven't checked her out, is amazing. All of us on this morning newscast listen to her to get kind of pumped before we even go on air. Apparently, not only a rapper, singer, also plays the flute, which is hilarious. Yes, absolutely hilarious. You have to go check her out. One of our favorites as well. And we'll brighten your day. Speaking of brightening your day, well, the sun is on its way to coming up this morning, and with that, we're actually going to look at another hot and sunny day with that, but we're also going to see a little bit of a change. All the details on when we could see our next round of storms coming up in my full forecast. But now, let's take a look at our pollen forecast this morning, brought to us by Allergy and Asthma Center of Western Colorado. We'll be right back.
Storm Team Weather 7 days.